All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shit, day 1026. 1026. Park. So, today my life changed. Right? I mean, it literally changed. So, to preface this one out, right? I should have wore this shirt tomorrow because of Halloween. So, I remember when I was a kid growing up, right? You have Coca-Cola you drink, and you know, it tasted really good. You're like, oh, it tastes of childhood and stuff. And then when it's really hot, you still drank it, even though it's hot, and it's like just syrup, and you're like, oh, this tastes like... Well, it didn't taste bad, but it tasted bad. But still, there's the taste. And then so, one day, they decided, hey, we're going to change the ingredients. Maybe, I don't know what the reason why. I didn't research this. But they came up with new Coke, and it sucked. And people didn't like it, and then they go, you know, Pepsi challenge stuff, whatever. And then, you know, they changed it. But what happens is they're taking a beating, and then finally they decided to go back to the real thing. Can't beat the real thing. Now, everybody knows that when you drink Coke in Mexico, it tastes better than the Coke in America because they use, I don't know, real sugar or something. I don't know, but it's substitute. So what happens is when people try to get some different results. Now, like I said, I mean, I keep going to this point where it's like, yes, if you're a master technician and you know exactly what you're doing, you could use whatever tool imaginable and get the job done. But you know, like today, all right? So I had to get all my Word stuff done on Microsoft Office, and then I had to get some Photoshop stuff done, but my free trial ran out. I had an old version of InDesign, and then, you know, and then actually my subscription ran out for my Microsoft Office. I mean, we're talking about old school stuff. This whole like pay like $20 a month or whatever stuff, I'm not into that. I just want like this best of what you can, you know, standalone things. And then so it turns out, you know, I'm running Office 2010. Yeah, you do the math, it's 2020 now. And then I'm using CS6, right? And then I don't even have all the programs. So like, you know, now I think they're like 14 or something, I don't know, but it's like you have to pay like $20 a month and whatever. I'm trying to scotch tape my stuff together. That's why I talked about the whole scotch tape thing yesterday. You know, but what happened was I called my school. You know, this is one of the things I was thinking it could be even about patience, right? And then it turns out that they have licensing for the school teachers and students for Adobe products and for the Word. So today I was super excited. I'm like, okay. So I deleted everything, most of the things, reinstalled it, and then so now I have fresh Photoshop, fresh, you know, InDesign, fresh Illustrator, you know, Premiere Pro, whatever, right? But the main thing that was a difference was a fresh Office. Now, what happens is I didn't know that you could choose between standalone or online version because I was always using these people online things. I know, yeah, they're tracking what you do, whatever. And then so through this process, I lost a ton of information and I'm super upset. But the way, the ease of how these tools work, the productivity and stuff was super easy. And I'm really thankful that I made that phone call to the tech guy in our district. Now see, if I didn't take the initiative to try and figure, you know what, who's going to help me at my district? Oh, the computer guy, the computer technician. He should be able to help, and he did. So, you know, I was happy on that, but just being able to do these type of things, it just shows that you just can't beat the real thing, right? You know, I was waiting to say that line all this time. But it's like I'm using these old programs, bootleg programs, whatever the thing, right? But it's like, to get the job done, once you get the proper one, you know, the one where Adobe and Microsoft are actually putting the time to, you know, to make sure that these programs work, yeah, you got to use those ones. And then, so if you're patient, maybe something will happen where you're part of an organization where they'll pay your way, and then that's perfectly fine. Okay? And then, so, you know, going with the whole exercising thing, you know, if I just relied on just walking around like this every day, then I'd feel like, you know, what am I doing? Except just getting fresh air, which I enjoy, right? But the thing is, having that machine feels like the real thing. Now, if I was able to put like a weight set in my room as well, oh yeah, then, you know, you're doing the whole weights and stuff. And there's really no excuse on not running, because I have the shoes, those Hoka, I forgot what brand they're called. Hoka something 6. Fraser? I remember as a sport player. But anyway, so, but it wasn't intentionally, it just sounded like it. And then, yeah, I could go run, but I make the excuse on my back. So what do? I do the machine, which I can do, and I'm really enjoying that machine now. I remember when I first got it and it totally sucked. It's like, I loved the idea, but I hated the machine. But now I love the idea and I love the machine. So I think it's going to work. Okay? It's working out well between us. So that's that. But it's the real thing. You can't substitute like just fakery. You know? But I don't know. I mean, people say it's a luxury. Like, oh yeah, you know, you have your computer. Oh, you have your cars. Like that. I mean, but there comes a certain point where it's like, you know, how much is too much car? Right? How much is too much computer? How much is too much food even, right? Like, if you get prime rib, you don't need a whole pound. You just need a couple bites and then you're happy. Couple bites, eat your cream spinach, cream corn, yeah. But then, if the alternative is to eat a bunch of like crappy meat, okay, that kind of sucks too. You don't want that. But, I don't know. Just fill yourself up with the real thing. Use the real thing. Real results. Gosh. It's like, you know, you can tell daylight saving time is coming up. It's starting to get dark like really quickly. But, I don't know. Still a lot of things to do. Alright. There we go. Day 1026 in the books. So, yeah, you know, I'm realizing all these times just doing stuff just to get by, and, you know, yeah, we had the scotch tape and stuff, but the thing is, when you actually use the real stuff, there's so much difference. I mean, you know, it's like, just when people say like, oh, don't buy the brand names, you don't need it. Sometimes you do. You do. I mean, I was looking up stuff on how to, you know, the free alternatives like Photoshop and stuff, but you know what? The real deal, that's what you got to do. The whole thing with, there's a lot of traffic right here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's some type of pre-Halloween thing. Who knows? But, you know, nothing compares to like a real Halloween for the people that love Halloween. Not me, though. But anyways, yes, it's like I learned my lesson. Just get stuff done with the right tools. Unless you're someone who really knows how to do this stuff. But you save so much time. No joke. I save a lot of time, and I'm enjoying stuff a lot more. So yes, today I was doing a lot of the phone calls and stuff, but then when I was doing my documents and everything, oh gosh, it was so much faster. I just don't understand why. But that's what happens. So that's what happens when you use the real thing. Big Day Shin, day 1026. If I could exercise 1,026 days in a row, you could exercise 1,026 days in a row. Because if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. The real thing.